3, 6, 9. Okay, so we're back to live, back to recording again. And let's see, I'm not exactly sure how much long this is going to last, so probably going to read this kind of fast. Let's see, so I'm just going to read all the rest of these transcripts for the last 3 recordings on this video, and then the next video I'm going to make one of the recordings, the next video, one more, the next video, one more. So I'm going to make 4 more videos. This one will be all transcripts, and then audio recording, audio recording, audio recording, which will be 36, 37. Oh, I'm sorry. Which will be 37, 38, and 39, which is 12 minutes, 12 seconds, 10 minutes, 23 seconds, and 4 minutes, 32 seconds. So these are the transcripts for voice recording 37, 38, and 39. This is my audio recording files, recorded December 8th, 2018, consisting of a conversation between Stephen Michael Brooker and Heather Ann Seabolt in my bedroom, in my home, voice recording 37, and 0 to 1 minute is nothing. 1 minute to 2 minutes is, I ask, is she leaving tomorrow? And she says yes, but I don't want to go. And note that she can't handle honor. So from 2 minutes to 2 minutes 30 seconds, there's a couple of notes here. I ask her, you know they are taken care of, right? And she says yes. Note that they're safe with me. And I say, you know there will be no mom until I get one girl who stays, right? Note, as she is leaving again. Or planning to at this point. So when she left, it was actually 10 days later after we had this conversation. So from 2 minutes and 30 seconds to 3 minutes, I gave her what she asked for, and she can't handle taking care of honor safely. 3 minutes to 4 minutes, I mentioned August 2017 when my mom got Mama to pick Heather up because she wanted to leave. And then, from 3 minutes to 4 minutes, I'm referring to August 11th, August 12th, August 16th, August 20th, and August 21st of 2017, when Heather was going to leave for the first time. And that's the day, the August 11th is the day that she said, I never effing wanted any effing kids. It was August 11th, 2017. So from 4 minutes to 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I asked her, did this event take place? And she said, yeah. As in, she was leaving on her own. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to 5 minutes, I asked her, am I right? And she says, yes. I ask, am I wrong? And she says, no. I ask, will you let us go? Okay, so there's 2 more notes for 4 minutes and 30 seconds to the 5 minute mark. I asked her, will you let us go? I ask her, if you let us go, you know that will be in the best interest of the children. And she says, yeah. I ask her, oh. Yeah, she says, yeah. I say, oh. I say, they can't have in and out, as in and out of their lives with visits as mommy. 5 minute mark to 5:30, there's a couple of notes. I say, I'm doing my best to do right by you and be civil. And she says, I know. And there's a note here. It says, clearly, none of the stuff in her perjured affidavit about me being hostile or violent is true. 5 minutes and 30-second mark to 6 minutes. Here's a couple notes. I say, are you saying that it would be in the best interest of the children to go? And she says, yes. I say, it would be in their best interest. I say, it would be in the best interest of the children for you to go. Is that what you're saying? And she says, yes. Okay, so continuing on. Same time, date, place, station, people, recording. This is just next set of transcripts. So at 5 minutes and 30 seconds to the 6 minute mark, here's a couple more notes. She says, it sucks to not be able to do what she is supposed to do. To be able to do. Note, she is referring to being a mother, as her mother never taught her how to be a mother. From the 6 minute mark to 6:30, she says, I feel like a horrible effing person. They deserve way better. As she's not able. A couple of notes from the 6 minute 30-second mark to the 7 minute 30-second mark. I say they deserve a girl, woman, or mommy without the baby mama coming around. Her response was, right. As in, right. It's not fair to keep taking potential mothers from the kids. From the 7:30 minute mark to the 8 minute mark, she says, I feel like a horrible person. I just keep getting upset. Note, not controlling her anger. Okay, so from the 7 minute 30-second mark to the 8 minute mark, there's a note here. It says, she is making a note that she cannot control her anger. She's not able to deal with honor. And then a couple of notes from the 8 minute mark to the 9 minute mark. I said, did I do a good job? And she said, yes. I said, and you know I always will, right? And she said, yes. Note, none of this is mentioned in her perjured affidavits, that she lied on purpose to deceive the court. I have a couple of notes from the 9 minute mark to the 9:30 mark. I say, so no more custody shit, right? And she says, right. As this is our final parting, I say, final parting, let us live in peace, right? And she says, right. And then there's a note. Once again, she makes a note of her leaving, as in, I never made her leave. I never kicked her out. She's leaving on her own for the third time. From the 9:30 mark to the 10:30 mark, I say, am I going to get any well-being checks and all this crap? And she says, no. The 10 minute 30-second mark to the 11 minute mark, I continue and say, CPS? Again, she replies, nope. I say, the last time it was cops and CPS and then court papers. So I say, no more of that stuff, right? And she responds, right. And then the 11 minute mark to the 12:12 is me getting Honor back in the tub and Heather finishing the kids' bath. And I have a couple of notes, a few notes here at the top. She cannot cope with Honor. She cannot deal with Honor. She cannot cope with Honor. So, this is 9 to 10s. And that's for the recording 037. Okay, so the next recording is voice recording 38. Audio recording files. December 8th, 2018. Stephen Michael Brooker and Heather Ann Seabolt in my bedroom in my home have a conversation. So I have 3 notes from the 0 to 1 minute mark. First, she makes Honor give his cup to Freedom, then tells Honor, a cup is a cup, kid, and then tells me about the situation to fix it. Another note here, she favors Freedom over Honor and always has and always will, and that is 100% true. Anybody can see that. And then the last one here, for the first minute mark, it says, seriously, you can literally tell in 1 minute's time that she is Arrested Development and not Mother material. And then from the 1 minute mark to the 3 minute mark, I have a few notes. I mentioned to her using medicine as to treat her stress and anxiety and depression. Also, how little I use to treat my disabilities. I say, you see how little I use. And she says, yeah. And I say, you see how rarely I smoke. And she says, yeah. And I say, do you know what I mean? And she said, yeah, because she knows I use medicine. And then at the 3 minute mark to the 3:30 mark, on the recording, I say, I have had irritable bowel syndrome since 17 and PTSD and insomnia since 26, which are 3 of 26 legal reasons in Ohio. And minute 3:30 to 4 minute, I say, you know I only use my medicine when they're sleeping. And she says, yeah, because she knows I only use it when they're sleeping. And from the 4 minute mark to the 4.5 minute mark, so yes, I suggest for her to use medicine for her stress, anxiety, nerves, because it's the only one that helps all 3 of my disabilities. And from the 4 minute mark, from the 4:30 mark to the 5 minute mark, again I say, you see, I never use medicine around the kids. And she said, no, as in I don't. And then I have 3 notes from the 5 minute mark to the 5:30 mark. I say, you see, everything I have ever told you has been true. And her response was, yeah. And then I say, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, right? And her reply was, yeah. And again, I say, better than you ever thought or even imagined, right? And she said, yep. And from the 5 minute, 30-second mark to the 6 minute mark, and I said, and I know you can't do it 24/7, as in be a mom, just like you said, right? And she said, yeah. And then I have a note here, says, this entire conversation stemmed from Heather saying she can't do it 24/7. And when she said can't do it, she said, be a mom. Now I have 3 notes at the top of this page. It says, I use medicine to treat my 3 disorders. I have never smoked with any 14-year-old kid like Heather Ann Seabolt admitted to doing, which is, if it's not contributing to the delinquency of a minor, then I don't know what is. And this is a continuation of the same audio recording number 38, which was also taken on September 8th, 2018, conversation between myself and her, Stephen Michael Brooker and Heather Ann Seabolt, in my bedroom, in my home. And from the 5 minute, 30-second mark to the 6 minute mark, I have a couple of notes here. It reads, the kids need and deserve to have love, attention, and affection 24/7. And she says, yeah. And I say, honor and freedom need and deserve to have the right to have a permanent mom. And she said, yeah. And then I have a couple of notes from the 6 minute mark to the 7 minute mark. It says, she said, I was never taught how to be a mom. I said, you were raised by a narcissist. She said, yeah. And then I said, you were raised by a narcissist who was also raised by a narcissist. Right or wrong? And she replied, you're right. And from the 7 minute mark to the 7 minute 30-second mark, I talk about Mama, Peggy Hurl, being the enabler, as she spoiled Heather after Heather's mom abandoned Heather. And another note here, I say, right or wrong? And she says, right. And then again, she says, that's right. I said, you're the one that said that, right? And she said, yeah. Go, baby. Oh, it's okay, baby. I know, it's okay, baby. I love you. Right. I say, right or wrong? She says, right. That's right. I said, you're the one who said that, right? And she said, yeah. So, continuing on to the backside, from the 7-minute mark to the 7-minute 30-second mark, she says she is not sure if she still has the text message she sent me, but yes is the answer and response and truth. And from the 7-minute 30-second mark to the 8-minute 30-second mark, I have a few notes here. It says she has narcissistic abuse syndrome, narcissistic tendencies. Do you see the pattern? Yeah, do you see the pattern? Heather was abandoned by her mother and raised by a millionaire who spoiled her after abandonment. And that's the two criteria that it takes to create a narcissist. 1, abandonment. 2, being spoiled afterwards. So, abandonment is neglect and abuse. Abandonment is abuse by neglect. And Heather Ann Seabolt is guilty of neglect by abuse. And she is not fit to be a mother. And from the 8-minute 30-second mark to the 9-minute mark, I say, did I kick you out? And she said, no. I say, did I kick you out last time? And she said, no, no. I said, did I kick you out after you came back for Christmas after 45 days? And she said, no. I say, Halloween? She said, no. I say, ever? And she said, no. And from the 9-minute mark to the 9:30 mark, I have a couple of notes. I said, you know they're safe, right? Taken care of, right? Provided for, right? I said, how about discipline? Oh, I said, you know they're safe. She said, right? I said, taken care of? She said, right. I say, provided for. She says, right. I said, how about discipline? Is it too much? She said, no. I said, is it too little? She said, no. I said, is it just right? And she said, yeah. The truthful, honest response is yes. And that's exactly what she said. And from the 9-minute mark to the 10-minute 23-second mark, am I fair as a single father with a full-time mother with Irish twins? And her response was yes. And the one thing that you could never, ever take from me is that I am not a liar. And she says, right. Now I have a few notes here at the top. It says, this is what I am saying. All of this conversation stemmed from Regina Seabolt abandoning Heather Seabolt. And then lastly, on my number 13 paper written of transcripts is audio recording number 39, also on the same day, December 8th, 2018, between myself, Stephen Michael Brooker, and Heather Ann Seabolt, in my bedroom in my home. So, from the 0-minute mark to the 1st minute, at the beginning there's an inaudible, something is said that's inaudible, and then she says, I'll call Aunt Peggy in the morning and see if, but then you can't hear the rest because it is also inaudible. From the 1-minute mark to the 1-minute 30-second mark, there's nothing. From the 1-minute 30-second mark to the 2-minute mark, I have a couple of notes here. I say, so you're serious about leaving us alone, right? And she says, yeah. And I say, so you're going to let us live in peace, right? And she says, yes. And then from the 2-minute mark to the 3-minute mark, there's nothing. And the 3-minute mark to the 4-minute 32-second mark, I say, you must have left the water in there. Open the door. And yes, in fact, she did forget to drain the water on the tub. And that is the completion of all of the notes of transcripted writings or transcripts that I wrote, transcripts of all 8 of these audio recording files in my cell phone that I'm taking video recordings of, showing you the inside of my device. And if I forgot this last time, it's now 7:47 a.m. Tuesday, February 16th, 2021. That's Tuesday, February 16th, 2021 at 7:47 a.m. So now I'm going to stop this recording